It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Chargers and the Texans, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And some room to work. 20, 10, touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. On the return, Boston Scott. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
On 1st and 10, Britton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Texans. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Herbert now. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And here's Scott to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go!
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
To throw on second down. Britton flushed out right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Looking to throw on second down. Britton, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point up and through. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 98 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. These two teams all tied after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. Pass incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10, and I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he's going to miss this one wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw. Britton escaping the pressure right. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Going for it all. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw on 3rd down. Britton eluding the pressure right. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Britton, he'll buy some time right. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Hardy. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have broken the tie. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep is Boston Scott. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he'll decide to keep this once more.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their 38. Throwing to start the drive.
Herbert.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
On the give, this is Eckler. Stiff-armed him. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On first down, Justin Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 29, Herbert keeps himself upright. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
128 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first down, it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on 2nd down, Britton flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Personal foul. Defense. What happened?
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Los Angeles.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. Chris Carson with 2 touchdown runs. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Mac Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaud.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 3rd down, Britton into the secondary past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hardy, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Britton got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Hardy. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 24. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, Britton. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
4 yards remain for second down.
Herbert. And incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Herbert. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Escaping the pressure right. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. On first down, Britton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's taken down inside the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, it's Hardy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hardy. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
from the gun. They'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The quick slant caught. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender.
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Herbert now. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's got it to Williams.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Herbert on 1st down now. And this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Herbert has it knocked free.
And the Texans say they have it. They do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run on first down. It's Hardy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go down at the 28. 78 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
On first down, it's Hardy, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Looking to throw. Britton eluding the pressure right. He's got Fuller. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Second and 6.
Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now it's Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To the air again, Herbert. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.